Lovely viewers, let's take a quick look at this question. This question we are if 4 moles of hydrogen gas react with 1 mole of oxygen gas, what is limiting reagent? What is what? Limiting reagent. What do you understand by limiting reagent? A limiting reagent is a reactant that is completely used up first and eventually stop the reaction or stop the product from forming. A reactant that is completely used up first in a chemical reaction is called a limiting reagent. And here we have 2 major reactants. We have hydrogen gas react with what? With oxygen gas. Look at it, say 4 moles of hydrogen gas react with what? With oxygen. So limiting reagent is very important in stoichiometry calculations. Okay, so now we are going to first of all balance the equation. Say hydrogen gas, this hydrogen gas react with what? With oxygen gas to produce what? To produce water, H2O. We need to balance this equation. All right, oxygen here has 2 atoms, so we need to put here, two here. Of course, this 2 that we are putting here is affecting what? Is affecting the entire element. So hydrogen now is not having 4 atoms, while oxygen is having what? Having 1. So we are going to add 2 here. Do you get that? Now in this case, now we are now going to look at the limiting reagent among these 2. Now this one is a product, so as soon as a limiting reagent is finished, no product will be formed. All right, so water cannot be a limiting reagent. A limiting reagent can only be found in the reactants. Okay, just take note of that. A limiting reagent can only be found in the what? Among the reactant. It is either oxygen or what? Or hydrogen. So we are going to find the limiting reagent among these 2 elements. Okay, so now how do we find our limiting reagent? It is very simple. So what you need to do is that divide the number of mole by the coefficient. Divide the number of mole by what? By the coefficient. Look at 4 moles of hydrogen. Hydrogen has what? 4 mole. Oxygen has what? 1 mole. Okay, now divide by their coefficient. What is the coefficient of hydrogen here? Coefficient of hydrogen is what? Is 2. So 4 divided by 2 will give us what? Will give us 2. Oxygen here is what? 1. So 1 divided by 1 is the same thing as what? 1. Therefore, the one that will completely use up is what? Is oxygen. So oxygen is a limiting reagent. So as soon as oxygen finish, it means that the reaction will stop. Okay, so oxygen has what? 1. So this one, hydrogen is what? Hydrogen gas is excess reagent. Okay, while oxygen is what? Is a limiting reagent. Now since oxygen is completely used all first, it means that oxygen is a limiting reagent. Look at it here. Oxygen has what? 1. Hydrogen has what? 2. So oxygen invariably means is a limiting reagent. So our option is what? Option B. For more of this, we'll do what to like. Importantly, share and comment. Thank you and God bless you.